Hello there, Eddie Mercado here with BloodyElbow.com, and today I will be speaking with the Asian sensation Andre Soukhamthath as he is headed to UFC 222 on March 3rd to take on the undefeated Sean O'Malley. So let's give Andre a call and find out what it felt like scoring his first ever UFC win, find out his thoughts on undefeated opponent Sean O'Malley, and maybe what he has in store for 2018. Mr. Andre Soukhamthath, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well. Thank you once again for taking out the time. You're currently 12-5 overall in your mixed martial arts journey, fresh off of an impressive TKO win over Luke Sanders this past December. Now you're set to face an undefeated Sean O'Malley, UFC 222, March 3rd. How are things?
Everything's going good, man. Preparation was great, and just getting ready to leave to Vegas in a couple of days. That's really it, my man.
Okay, well, so UFC Fight Night 123. This was in Fresno, California. You had this opponent, Luke Sanders. You're coming off back-to-back split decision losses. A lot of people said you won those, and I mean this was your moment, man. You showed up. You came out in the first round pretty cool, calm, and collected. Second round comes and you land this insane counter right hand. Dropped him. Did not let him off the hook. Followed up. Got your very first UFC win. What was that like?
Man, it felt amazing. It felt amazing. I can't describe it really. It was just an amazing time, amazing moment that I'll never forget. And I worked a long time to get that first UFC win, and for me to get it the way I got it, when my back was against the wall and the contract was on the line, and it just felt good, man. It just felt good, and after that, you can kind of say, I kind of show myself I can really do anything. I took that fight on 2 weeks' notice. So
yeah. So now you are headed to UFC 222, March 3rd, Las Vegas, Nevada. You're taking on a prospect, I guess we'll say, and someone who comes in with a ton of hype around him. He's undefeated. He was on the Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series. Was real flashy there. Had his UFC debut. Some of the flash, but there was some holes were exposed, I guess we'll say. What do you think of your opponent, and what do you think of his hype train?
I think my opponent, he's a good fighter. There's no doubt about it. He handles the pressure pretty well because he's a young kid and he's 9-0. But that's the thing, he's only 9-0. And it's easy to be a show-off and stuff like that when there's 50 people in the room and Dana White and Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard are right there cage side. You know what I mean? So it's easy to be a show-off. It's easy to be seen. And, talk about his fight, his first UFC fight. I thought he did well, man. For his first UFC fight, he was a co-main. He fought an experienced guy. And, I saw some holes, but who doesn't have holes and flaws in their games, So I saw mostly positive things from him. His striking was on point, his accuracy was on point, and he proved that he can get a second win and toughen out the fight and win the fight. So he showed his heart too. So I have nothing bad to say about his performances. As for his hype, he's getting a lot of hype. From Dana White, from Snoop Dogg, and I think that's how he got most of his followers. So. You put two and two together, all his followers are fake people. They're fake. They really don't know the sport. Compared to my followers, my fans, I have fans that have been riding with me since I put on my amateur gloves on. You know what I'm saying? And we're a strong army. We might be a little smaller than them, but in the end, if my army were to go against his, my army will last, man, because I got real people behind me. I got real love behind me. He just has the bandwagoners, you know what I mean? The people that, and there's nothing wrong with it, but, he likes to spark up a lot, and he's really into that stuff. That's cool. but that's not gonna help you with my. That's not gonna help you in this fight. And he's gonna see who the real OG is, and it's not his boy Snoop Dogg. It's me.
I dig it. I definitely dig it. So, like you said, he fought Tyrion Ware, picked up the decision. His stand up is fun to watch. Let's be honest here. It's definitely crowd pleasing. Are you willing to give him the fight that he wants, or are you going to pull the OG veteran move and say, okay, we're going to strike, psych, and you know make him actually fight off the grind, so to speak?
Well, you know me by now, Eddie. I like to strike. I like to meet people in the middle, whether I get hit or not. I like to strike. So that's why I'm really excited for this fight. That's why I wanted this fight in the beginning, because I know that he'll stand and strike with me. And it'll be a good test for myself. And it'll be a good opportunity to kind of build off his hype. You know, look where this fight's going already. It's the featured fight on the main card on the pay-per-view, man. You know, and hey, I put my deuce in. I know I put my deuce in. I went through some ups and downs in the UFC. But I definitely put my deuce in before the UFC. You know what I mean? And I can't say the same about my opponent, Sean O'Malley. You know, he hasn't really put in the blood, sweat, and tears as much as I had. And, you know, it's going to be a fun fight. And I'm excited for it. You know me, I'm always looking for a fight. I don't mind getting hit, and I love hitting back.
How did this fight get booked in the first place? Did you ask for him, or did they approach you saying, hey, I got this kid if you want the fight?
I didn't really ask for him. I just mentioned in a podcast, a friend of mine's podcast, that, you know, they asked me who I like to fight, and I was basically saying me and Sean O'Malley would be a good fight. You know, I named a couple guys too, but I guess he stuck out, and I was just saying it would be a good fight, an exciting fight, and then got word to him, and then he started running his mouth a little bit, you know, trying to put in his little Asian stereotypes, a little on the DL, but, you know, I knew what he was saying, which is all good, you know what I'm saying? But then the fight happened, you know, it was easy for the matchmakers to make this happen. You know, Sean, you want to fight Andre? Andre, you want to fight Sean? You know, Andre's always down to fight anyone. So that's how the fight happened.
Well, how do you see the fight going down exactly? Luke Sanders, I mean, you picked the outcome to the round. How do you see this going? Is it going to end early? Is it going to be a war? Is it, you know, going the distance? Or what's your official outlook on this one?
I'm going to break him and I'm going to knock him out. I think the second round too, man. You know what I'm saying? Second round. All it takes really for me is to land one punch. But when I land one, but if you're still standing and I land a nice clean punch, if I land two, if I land three, it's really going to catch up to you. And he's not going past the second round.
Second round Soukhamthath. I like it. I definitely like it. Well,
that's nice. I like that too.
Second round Soukhamthath. Well, how is training camp going? Are you still training with Robin van Roosmalen?
Robin's not down here for this camp right now. He's got his own little thing going on. He's got a title fight going on. But I've been doing a lot of training with my team, you know, at Hard Knocks, H Kickboxing. Same training partners, a couple new ones. Working with a lot of good guys. Nothing but high quality guys in the UFC, Bellator. Even guys that are just starting out, you know, they're giving me good work too. So training camp's been really good, man. All the coaches have been on the same page as far as my fight goes. So it's been really good.
And how does it feel being on the pay-per-view main card? That's kind of a big deal, you know?
Oh, it definitely is a big deal, you know. I'm on the commercial and I'm on the main card, and a lot of people are looking forward to my fight. But, you know, deep in my heart, I know that I belong here, you know, and I always saw myself in this position. Of course, I'm grateful for the opportunity. I only have 3 fights in the UFC. I'm already in the main card pay-per-view, but I'm also excited too. You know, I'm not gonna shorten myself. I know that I'm an exciting fighter. I know that a lot of people tune in to watch me fight, and I'm also fighting a kid that's an exciting fighter. So yeah, I put my dues in, like I said before, and if it wasn't gonna come now, it was gonna come the next fight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and after Luke Sanders, you re-signed on with the UFC, right?
Yeah. I signed a 5-fight contract. You
Oh,
know.
congratulations on that. Five
Thanks, bro.
fights.
That's almost unheard of. You know, I lost 2 fights and I won 1 fight, and all of a sudden they re-signed me, and that just goes to show you that I think that the UFC sees a lot of potential in me too. Um, you know, I'm an entertaining fighter. Um, I carry a certain swagger and a certain persona, and a lot of people are behind me, and they know that. So, you know, I'm very grateful for the opportunity. But like I said again, I worked hard to get here, and I definitely think that it was deserved.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a boring Soukhamthath fight.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think it exists. I don't think it's possible. But so what would you want after this then? What do you see 2018 looking like for you? Do you have any like specific goals that you want to accomplish inside of the calendar year?
You know what? This year, 2018, I just want to build my stock up. You know, and that means winning fights and fighting and winning fights. Doesn't matter who. I'm not calling anybody out. I don't care about fighting the top 10, top 15. I don't care if I'm fighting a guy that's just coming into the UFC. You know, because I'm getting paid the same thing no matter who I fight. So I'm not in a rush there to get to the belt yet. Of course, I would like the belt, but I'm just being realistic. 2018, I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe 2019. But I'm just focused on stacking up those wins and building up my stock. Hopefully, get some endorsements. And hopefully, I can headline the first ever show in Providence, Rhode Island.
Like you said, you're looking for new sponsorship deals or and things along those lines. Who are some of the people that are already backing you, who are already helping you on this journey? They have your back. You want to give them a special shout out?
Man, you know, I have a lot of local companies helping me out. You know, like my meal plan, Chef Fit meal plans, and I have my medical team. You know, like chiropractic, ultra chiropractic, cryotherapy. Um, I have a pretty big protein company backing me up too, Growing Naturals. But you know, I don't really have that like Monster Energy yet, or that new drink Body Armor or Reebok. You know, I'm looking to get into something like that, man. That'd be great, or Adidas, whatever. I'm looking for endorsements like that, you know, and I know they're not just gonna come, but I know, you know, as long as I keep on winning, as long as I keep on winning, I think that something like that will come in my future. Movie deals, commercials, whatever, man. Metro, it'll be nice.
Have you thought about getting into acting at all? Have you done any acting classes or done any auditions or anything?
I've done a couple of auditions. I actually did theater arts in high school, so
Oh,
it's
really?
nothing new to me. You know, I was a dancer in high school. Not many people know that. I was a dancer. I was an actor. Um, I did plays. I did some big time shows, but I stopped all that when I started fighting. But I definitely would go to Hollywood or something after my career. You know, even during my career, I'll do some little stuff.
Do you have like a Hollywood agent or anything like that who's like actively looking for roles for you or anything?
No, not yet. No, not yet. I don't think that I'm on really that level yet. You know, but like I said, once I build up my stock, I think that will all come. And if it doesn't, that's fine. At the end of the day, I'm a fighter anyways. But I'm looking past fighting too. You know, what am I going to do after fighting? And that's one of those things is something I would like to do.
Now, are you focusing on fighting full time right now, or are you still working another job?
I am focused on fighting pretty much full time. I teach 2 classes a week at Combat Club, one of my home gyms in Atlanta, Florida. I do a couple privates with not really new clients, just clients that I've had for a long time, you know, and you know, I keep good relationships, but that's really it. You know, I do appearances and I do motivating speeches. So you know, I got like this last year, I got flown out a couple times to make an appearance and to do some motivational speeches. So I'm looking forward to doing a lot of that this year too.
Yeah,
Um,
that's definitely awesome. I
yeah,
love when fighters give back. It's like the best, you know.
yeah, it's awesome, man. I love it too.
Sweet man. Well, how can people follow you on this journey? How can they watch your little videos, your snippets, kind of keep track behind the scenes? What are all your social media outlets?
Make sure you guys follow me on Andre Souk MMA on Twitter. I need some Twitter followers. And Instagram. A lot of people seem to enjoy my Instagram stories. You know, my regular life, my training, and it's gonna be awesome when I'm in Vegas doing Fight Week. You know, so make sure you guys check that out. I'm also being filmed by Will Harris, Anatomy of a Fighter. He's gonna be filming me on Fight Week, so make sure you guys check that out. Get the in-depth behind the scenes look at UFC 222 Andre Soukhamthath.
And where will that video be posted at so people can go check it out?
It'll be on YouTube, Anatomy of a Fighter.
Okay, awesome. I dig it. Well, Andre Soukhamthath, thank you so much once again for taking out the time. You are headed to UFC 222 March 3rd. Sean O'Malley is on your dinner plate. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thanks. Hey, I'll see you, brother.
Yes, sir. Have fun out there.
All right, man.
So there you have it. The Asian sensation, Andre Soukhamthath. Maybe the future second-round Soukhamthath. Headed to UFC 222 March 3rd, taking on Sean O'Malley. Go check that out. It's going to be a banger. I'm almost positive. In the meantime, you can read me over at bloodyelbow.com. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheEddieMercado. If you like this interview, do me a favor, smash the like button. It's the thumbs up down below. Subscribe to my channel right there. Subscribe to Bloody Elbow's YouTube channel right here. Check out those interviews over there. Now go be a good person.